In the bustling city of Dar es Salaam lived Monika, a 28-year-old woman with big dreams. She wanted to be rich, to have a big house, a nice car, and to help her family who had always struggled with money. But no matter how hard she worked at her job as a secretary, she couldn't seem to get ahead. One evening, Monika was visiting her neighbor, Osha, an older woman known for her stories about magic and mysteries. Over a cup of tea, Osha told Monika about a powerful healer who lived on the outskirts of the city. This healer, Osha said, could change a person's destiny for a price. Monika was intrigued. She had tried everything else and nothing had worked. The next day, she decided to find this healer. She traveled to the edge of the city, where the buildings gave way to a dense forest. The path was narrow and winding, and Monika felt a mix of excitement and fear as she walked through the trees. Finally, she reached a small, old house hidden among the trees. The air was thick with the scent of burning incense, and strange symbols were painted on the walls. She found the healer, an elderly woman with sharp eyes that seemed to look right through her. The healer's name was Mchoi, which means sorceress in Swahili. She listened to Monika's story and nodded slowly. "I can help you," she said, "but it comes with a condition. You must take a python as your companion and lover. Only through this bond will you gain the wealth you seek." Monika was shocked. The idea of living with a snake, let alone as a lover, was frightening. But the promise of riches was too strong to ignore. After a long pause, she agreed. The healer performed a ritual, chanting ancient words, and soon a large, beautiful python slithered into the room. The snake's scales shimmered in shades of green and gold. The healer explained that this python, named Kijana, was not an ordinary snake but a mystical being capable of bringing great fortune. Monika took Kijana home, her mind swirling with a mix of fear and hope. The first few days were difficult. She was scared of the snake, waking up in the middle of the night with a pounding heart. But Kijana was gentle and seemed to understand her fear. He would wrap around her softly, providing warmth and comfort. As weeks passed, Monika began to see Kijana in a new light. He wasn't just a snake, he was a protector and a companion. She talked to him about her dreams and worries, and though he couldn't speak, his presence was a constant source of comfort. Their bond grew stronger, and strange things began to happen. Monika's job as a secretary turned into a much better position. She was promoted to manager, and her salary tripled. She invested her money, and the investments paid off quickly. It seemed like everything she touched turned to gold. She moved from her small apartment to a large house in an upscale neighborhood, bought a new car, and wore designer clothes. Her life had completely changed. But soon, the troubles began. Monika noticed that Kijana's behavior was changing. He became more possessive and protective to the point of aggression. He would hiss and coil up whenever anyone got too close to Monika. Friends who visited felt uneasy around him, and rumors started to spread. People whispered that Monika was involved in dark magic. One day, while Monika was at work, Kijana caused a big scene. A maintenance worker entered her home to fix a leak, not knowing about the snake. Kijana, feeling threatened, attacked the worker, biting him. The man was rushed to the hospital, and Monika faced serious trouble with the authorities. Monika's boss, hearing about the incident, called her into his office. "Monika, I'm afraid we can't have this kind of disruption," he said sternly. "You need to resolve this situation, or we'll have to let you go." Monika's heart sank. Her career, which had been on such a promising path, was now in jeopardy. Feeling desperate and confused, Monika returned to Mchoi for advice. The healer listened carefully to Monika's account of Kijana's aggressive behavior. "Every gift comes with a price," Mchoi reminded her. "Kijana has given you wealth, but his protective nature is causing harm. You need to find balance." Monika decided she needed to learn more about Kijana and how to manage his behavior. She spent hours researching snakes and their habits, consulting with experts discreetly to avoid suspicion. She discovered that Kijana's aggression was likely a result of his mystical nature and his deep bond with her. She started working on ways to calm Kijana. She created a special room in her house, filled with warmth and soft music, where Kijana could retreat and feel safe. She also made sure to spend quality time with him, speaking softly and reassuring him of her presence. Gradually, Kijana's behavior began to improve. He became less aggressive and more relaxed. Monika also reached out to her friends and colleagues, explaining her situation as best she could. She apologized for the incident and promised that Kijana was under control. To rebuild trust, Monika invited small groups of friends over to her home, where they could see the changes in Kijana's behavior firsthand. Slowly but surely, people began to see that Kijana was not a threat. They admired Monika's dedication to finding a solution and her openness about her struggles. However, despite the temporary peace, Monika couldn't shake the feeling that her life was still overshadowed by Kijana's presence. Her friends, although polite, remained distant. The community whispered about her behind her back, and she felt isolated despite her wealth. One evening, Monika sat alone, reflecting on her journey. She realized that despite all the riches, she was not truly happy. Her life was dictated by a superstition, and she had sacrificed her freedom and peace of mind for material gain. Determined to find a way out, Monika visited Mchoi one last time. "Is there a way to end this bond with Kijana without losing everything?" she asked. Mchoi looked at her with a mix of sadness and wisdom. "You have learned much, Monika," she said. "The wealth you seek should come from within, not from a mystical creature. To end this bond, you must be willing to let go of the riches Kijana has brought you. True happiness lies in living an honest life, free from the shadows of superstition." Monika knew what she had to do. She returned home and made preparations. She donated much of her wealth to charity, helping those in need. She sold her big house and moved into a modest apartment. She thanked Kijana for his companionship and released him into the forest, where he could live freely. As Kijana slithered away, Monika felt a mix of loss and relief. She had given up her material wealth, but she had gained something far more valuable, her freedom and peace of mind. She reconnected with her friends and family, explaining her journey and the lessons she had learned. In time, Monika rebuilt her life. She returned to work with a renewed sense of purpose and integrity. She focused on personal growth and meaningful relationships, finding joy in the simple things. Her story became a lesson for others, a reminder of the dangers of superstition and the importance of finding true happiness within oneself. Monika's journey taught her that true wealth was not in riches but in living an honest, balanced life. She became a source of inspiration, showing that it is possible to overcome the law of superstition and find true fulfillment through hard work, integrity, and genuine connections. And so, Monika's life continued, richer in spirit and experience. She had found her place in the world, free from the shadows of superstition, and ready to face the future with courage and wisdom. As Monika's story spread through the city of Dar es Salaam, it ignited a wave of curiosity and fascination among its inhabitants. People from all walks of life found themselves drawn to the tale of a woman who dared to defy the allure of superstition in pursuit of true happiness. Soon, Monika found herself invited to speak at local community gatherings and events, where eager listeners hung on to her every word. Her captivating storytelling and unwavering honesty captivated audiences, sparking conversations about the nature of wealth, fulfillment, and the power of inner strength. Monika's message resonated deeply with many who had felt trapped by their own desires for material success, inspiring them to reevaluate their priorities and seek meaning beyond the superficial. As Monika continued to share her journey, her impact extended beyond the borders of Dar es Salaam. News of her story reached neighboring towns and villages, where it became a topic of discussion among families gathered around evening fires and in bustling marketplaces. People found solace and inspiration in Monika's courage, finding echoes of their own struggles and aspirations in her experiences. In response to the overwhelming interest in her story, Monika began hosting regular gatherings where individuals could come together to discuss themes of personal growth, resilience, and the pursuit of authentic happiness. These gatherings quickly evolved into vibrant communities of support and empowerment, where people shared their own stories of triumph and transformation. As Monika's influence continued to grow, she attracted the attention of local media outlets, who were eager to share her message with a wider audience. Television interviews, radio broadcasts, and newspaper features brought Monika's story into homes across the country, touching the hearts of countless individuals who were searching for meaning in their own lives. Emboldened by the outpouring of support and encouragement, Monika embarked on a new chapter of her journey, traveling to remote villages and underserved communities to share her message of hope and resilience. Armed with nothing but her unwavering belief in the power of human spirit, she became a beacon of light in the lives of those who had lost their way. And so, Monika's story continued to inspire and uplift, reminding people everywhere that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the richness of the human experience. With each telling, her message grew stronger, weaving its way into the fabric of society and leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of all who heard it.